Keep your hands off my dick!
Hello and welcome to Men Behind the Curtain, the podcast about everything and nothing all at once. I am Pitt.
I'm Eli. How's it going, y'all? We are doing a special episode today. We actually just came from my live with the first episode of Valmont. As you can see, I am in character for it. With that being said, we actually do have a few guests with us today. So First, let me introduce our assistant director / voice coach and a bunch of other shit she does. So we have Vampire Queen Jacqueline, who I've mentioned multiple times on here. We have Edel Valentine, who is also one of our cast members.
Hello.
And Chris, I don't actually remember which one are in the Discord. You're what, Smartass Mommy? Is that your screen name?
Yes, I am.
I thought that was you.
She sure is.
Real quick, Chris. So I know that you were helping in editing because, I know you were going over some of the, scripts and everything, trying to grammar check, shit like that. But what else are you doing with it? Because I think there was something else, right?
Okay, so editing is actually done by my partner, Shazanigans.
Okay. Sorry.
But I started and I'm the co-creator for the Valmont wiki on fandom.
Oh, nice. Right. Send me that when you get a chance, and I'll go ahead and add it to the description to this.
Sure thing.
So I'd like to welcome everybody to Men Behind the Curtain, the podcast about everything and nothing all at once. We're going to talk a little bit, but then we're going to get into the main reason we're here. We're going to play a little game called Catsastrophe. Basically, it is a random word association or phrase association. And the first thing that comes to your mind or any thoughts on that you would give to us. But first off, being the fact that Valmont, the Black Raven Chronicles, dropped today, very first episode 1, just came from the listening party. So we just like to talk to you about specifics, your roles, what you do, and let the audience get to know you as an individual or as a talent. So let's go with Edel. How are you tonight?
I'm all right. It's been a long week. Lots been happening, but overall doing pretty good.
Good. Glad you are good. So we actually get introduced to one of the characters that you play right from the get-go. You want to talk a little bit about how you came about that character, fell into that role, and what helped you develop such a phenomenal voice for that character?
First of all, thank you. Very flattering. Well, I had been talking to John, the writer-producer of Valmont, back and forth, because just bouncing creative ideas off of each other, because I was talking about my stuff, he was talking about his stuff, and just and then eventually he was like, you know what, I think I'm going to do this. Talked about turning it into an audio drama, and I was like, oh, I'd love to play in that. That sounds really fun. I'd love to play a villain or a character who's hard to pin down. And he was like, I have exactly the one for you.
I would say that's pretty accurate to your character.
Really? Because I heard Offrig did a good job of pinning her down.
Well, that's the other character, Samantha, who we'll meet in the second episode, but which I don't mind saying because it's on the cast listing for characters and everything anyway. But the character you meet in the first episode is Lucifer, or my version of Lucifer. And I would say she's definitely hard to pin down what her motivations are, what her goals are.
Which I do want to point out, I mentioned this to you a while back. I do kind of like your depiction, and I think it's the femininity of it, but I keep comparing your Lucifer to the Sandman with Gwendolyn Christie, because she plays Lucifer.
And you sent me that one, and I was like, oh, that's such a great depiction of Lucifer, too.
She's fucking great. I love her in that role. Anybody who has not watched The Sandman, 100% check it out. I love that show.
If you have not watched The Sandman, you are not friends of ours. Watch it.
You wouldn't think that that's the same source material as Tom Ellis's version.
Oh, yeah. No.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What streaming service is it on?
Netflix.
It's a Netflix
That
original.
explains why I haven't
Okay.
seen it.
You want
check
me to
that
use
out.
the password?
Just go.
Mhm.
"Arr." You can watch
Send
it
me
that
your
way.
password. I'll send you my Hulu.
I'll have to check
I'm
that
already-
out though.
I'm only stealing Hulu off of my friend who was just here for Thanksgiving. I drank their blood, stole their Hulu.
As you do.
This
Yeah,
seems
but
like
Add
I-
you
a
to my
it's
YouTube
it's a normal day.
Premium.
It's like a
Oh,
normal day
Vampire
for
Queen?
Jackie.
More or less.
So
Um,
Chris,
No, I
Chris,
also stole their Crunchyroll, so I'm making bank.
so Chris, how'd you end up falling into working on Valmont with Jonathan and all of the fine, talented crew and cast members?
Actually, I fell into it through Jackie and decided to try something new. I've never done anything like this before.
Very good. And anything about you want to say about the character that you voice and motivation, how you came up with finding that particular voice for that character?
I'm actually an extra, so I've voiced a morgue assistant, and I was able to. They asked me to kind of sound afraid, and I just thought of anytime I've been intimidated by people. And then I'm also voicing a police officer in episode 5, and I just kind of imitated what I've seen on cop shows.
Fair
you draw
enough.
from what you know.
Yeah. No, because the character Sergeant Klein that I voice is going to be coming up in episode 2, and it was a little difficult for me to find because every time I was trying to sound like a cop, I kept sounding like a dick, and I kind of wanted to have a little bit more refinedness to him, as in he's not a complete dick, but he does have a kind, passionate heart towards specific individuals and whatnot. So it was a little bit of a play back and forth. So I can understand, going to cops, to kind of get that authoritative, diction and dialect down.
I
I
will
was hoping
say
for authoritative, like Athena Grant on 911.
Mm,
Someone
Yes.
who isn't a dick, but at the same time knows how to be in charge.
yes.
All of the fucking Star-Lord references right now. Like, I may be an a-hole, but I'm not 100% a dick.
I get very, very the captain from Bad Boys vibes from Sergeant Klein.
Ooh, Joe Pantoliano. I fucking love his. I love his character.
Where like you can tell like he is a nice dude. He's just so stressed all the time. He's such an asshole because of it.
Oh my god!
Like I love you guys,
the-
but do your fucking job.
I love the scene like in Bad Boys 2, right after the fucking chase with the morgue truck, and
Mhm.
it's like I can't even
He's
remember
so
the whole
upset.
tirade that he goes.
He's
I would
so
be
upset. But like you can't blame him though. Like there's dead bodies all over the city. You're blowing shit up.
And the calmest that he gets, he's talking to Martin Lawrence. He's talking to Will Smith. It's like, Cap, these were not normal bodies. He's like, if I threw you out of a speeding ice truck and ran over your head, you wouldn't be normal either.
Isn't that the scene where he's trying to play basketball too? He just keeps missing every shot. Oh no, that was a different scene.
I think that was in the first movie. I want
I
to
was
say.
getting them all like before you came in.
But last but not least, of course, we
Sorry.
have No, you're fine. This is what we do.
Yeah, this
if
is
you
why
haven't
it's
seen one of our.
it's fucking random. It's all over the fucking place.
Oh, that's the thing. Good conversations drive this stuff. It's why it is in every interview I've done. I've always been like, listen, feed me, give me crazy stories, give me something to work with. It's why I will honestly say there's only one interview I've had that I honestly wish to God I had not done. They gave me nothing.
It was mine.
No, it was not.
I think I
wish you
know
could have
which
gotten
one it
mine
was.
done. I wish you could have gotten my interview.
I think I know which interview that was because of how short it was. I think I know exactly the one you're talking about. But
it was literally the one where I'm just sitting there going, I want this interview to go on, but I'm not going to be able to because I just want it to end.
but But again, so
Sad.
we've talked to. So we got to. So we got Adele. We got Chris. So next, of course, we have Vampire Queen Jackie, which we've mentioned on this podcast multiple times. She's a little over the top, but she's fun for that.
Hey, I'm not a little over the top. I'm only, a B.
God damn it.
You would be the one over the top, though. See, that's the thing.
She is
Oh,
over
no, I
top of
wouldn't be over
you.
the top. You're a bottom.
I'm a switch. Fuck you.
Number one, good girl. And number two, please. Oh, you can flip me off all you want to. Mine's labeled.
Oh, you.
Yeah, but I'm flipping
Okay.
you off with power. So
Yes, but with the right corset, Jackie, you could be over the top.
That hand tattoo, Edel, I know it's not the same one, but it reminds me a lot of Helsing. I know it's not the same one, but it kind of reminds me of that.
I'm tempted to
That's
get
fair.
that on this hand. Just, get a couple more fingers and then get that. Would actually be really cool.
I
I'm
actually
debating what I
sent,
want to put on this side.
I actually sent Pitt a link to watch the Helsing Abridged because when I made a reference to Alexander Anderson, I wanted him to get the reference. And
You must watch Boondocks religiously. Get it?
oh, I fucking love that one.
It's so good.
All right, so we're gonna go into the catastrophe now. This here is the catastrophe.
I
Good one.
suddenly get why you call it this, and I don't know whether to be happy or upset
Just-
about this.
Just so you know, this was created by my 16-year-old daughter.
So she knitted that
She knitted this
The very first
specifically to make it look.
like a cat's asshole.
It's
now
winking.
the very first episode.
Oh god!
The very first episode of this, we actually didn't know what it was, because we kept saying it looked like a dick,
Yeah.
and then she said it was a cat's ass, and my dad he loved to use he used to say the phrase catastrophe all the time, so hence the name.
Catastrophe.
Here we are.
Now I actually have to reach in.
You have to pull it right
Cat's
out
ass.
of the cat's ass. I
Yes.
gotcha. Oh my god, this is fantastic.
All right. So our first catastrophe. If there were an animated version of your life, what would it be called?
I'm good. Oh. I love the double face palm over here. Fuck
Not
it.
good.
I would 100%. I would get
alright.
sued for this, but
I need a minute.
I would get sued for this. A series of unfortunate events.
Let's see. An animated of my life. Well, Family Guy is already completely out of the question. I don't know. We'd probably call it he's like, there's that fuck boy again.
Oh god, for me it would be Sex, Blood, and Heavy Metal.
That tracks, actually.
I'd watch that. I'd actually watch that.
Actually, I'm going to change my answer. I think the title for mine would just be "God damn it."
Mine would be something really esoteric and like weird. Like you'd look at the title and be like, "What the fuck is that about?" Shattered Requiem.
Oh, I like that.
That almost
Mine would
went a
just be
very
called-
different direction.
Mine would just be called "What the fuck."
I mean, I had to go a little fancy. I'm sorry.
Actually, if it was to stay true to things that I, my life, it would probably be called that cunt.
Which nice. So we're keeping the counter at 0 on how many episodes since we've called someone a cunt. Actually, Some of y'all might like this. The last 2 episodes, just to keep that counter at 0, Rowling caught a stray.
I mean, it was either something cool or just existence is pain.
Wait, is that a Rick and Morty reference?
Yes, it is.
I'm Mr. Meeseeks. Look at me.
Existence is paid for B6. They do the task and then they stop existing. Trust me, they're fine with it.
Just so you know, there is a prostate in here as well. There's like a little bump area. So. And sometimes things.
It's the G spot.
Oh God! Remind me first to hug your daughter and then to get her some fucking therapy.
She's already in it. She has
I'm
me
in
as
therapy.
a father.
Trust me, this shit doesn't stop.
She has me as a dad. She's gonna be in therapy for the rest of her life. So, all right.
I broke up my kids so I can put my kids' therapists through, or my therapist, whatever, to college.
All right. So I'm hoping everybody's familiar with Star Trek, preferably like Next Generation, Voyager, and stuff like that. Okay. So if the holodeck were real, what would be the first program you would run?
I already know what Jackie's answer is going to be. I already fucking know.
You actually don't.
Alien sex orgy. I'm sorry, it's happening.
For you or for me?
Both of us. Let's go.
Oh no! Hell no! No! I would be spending 24 hours a day, 7 days a week until I got all of my aggression and anger out, just torturing the living shit out of a lot of people who have pissed me off over a lifetime. I have some repressed anger.
So honestly, it's a Klingon program.
Yeah, that is 100% some Klingon shit. Jackie, you are a Klingon.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've grown up playing video games for so long. I would just love to live some of these out. So, of course, fucking Mortal Kombat, God of War, fucking Shadow of Mordor, Ghost of Tsushima. I would just be playing all of these in real time.
Like, I mean, yeah, that would eventually happen. I guess I'm the only degenerate here then.
Oh, don't give me. Do you watch Black Mirror at all?
I've seen some of it, yeah.
So there's an episode, Striking Vipers, with Anthony Mackie and I think it's Yahya Abdul-Mateen. I forget. But anyway, so they have this game, Striking Vipers, which is basically Street Fighter. You do VR, and then you are the character in the game. And they fuck a lot.
No, I did see that one. They fuck a lot.
As far as the degeneracy, Adele, I get out my violence in the holodeck and then go and get some sweet Klingon love going.
Well, it is canon that humans are required to take a class on Klingon sexuality in order not to basically be killed.
Yeah, I'm not canon. Just go into the holodeck, get all of my aggression out, come out, see a Klingon crewmate, and you know what? Let's make a good, dozen kids.
I did not know that. Hey, that's.
I think
you
I've
do
heard
realize,
that
Jackie, that Klingons consider what we call normal sex kinky because they're used to trying to kill each other.
That's why. Oh my God, Klingons! Yeah. Y'all are hardcore.
Wait, have you not heard about vampire sex?
Wait, so it would be like Eva Green on 300: Rise of an Empire, like because if you've seen it, then you know what I'm talking about. Like I couldn't.
To Klingons, that's not even foreplay.
I mean, they were fighting and fucking at the same time. Like,
yeah, for Klingons, that's basically foreplay. If anything, so.
What? Okay.
That would have had to go on for at least 2 or 3 hours for me to even start to get satisfied.
Well, it was unheard in the Klingon lore that it was very unheard of somebody not being stabbed on their wedding night.
You're not turning me on any less. I'm at about halfway there. Shall we keep trying to get the ship?
I feel like you're just enticing her more and more into the Klingon. Like she just wants it more now.
Well, it's very easy.
Now I'm starting to think that
And
George
when
R. R.
Paris
Martin.
married Bella, it was mentioned that Klingon pain sticks are part of the wedding ceremony.
Yeah, so Belana Torres, who was only part Klingon, still, pain sticks and everything part of the Klingon
Okay.
territory or
Okay.
of ceremony. So yeah.
Now I'm beginning.
Chris, what program would you start up?
I was
Or
just
you-
gonna
or
say,
you
Boring
into this-
because I would go for some first-person shooter game.
okay. I mean, shit. I mean, we got to see Picard
Preferably
light up
one
the board.
involving my exes, where I can use them for target practice.
See,
That's fair.
you and Jackie are on the same page here.
That's fair.
Relatively, like I'm pretty sure Chris is more along the lines of just need to put a few bullets down range and I feel better. I'm along the lines of here, let's just see exactly how long I can keep removing skin from your bones before you finally pass on, and then we're gonna do it again.
Well, I didn't say I was going to kill him in one shot. That's why they invented things like kneecaps.
Ooh.
But one thing I was going to mention before you move on. So everything that you were just talking about, the Klingons and their wedding night. So now I'm half convinced that George R. R. Martin's basically based the Dothraki on Klingons.
Oh my god. Can't unsee now.
Remember,
neither
like,
can
didn't he get fucking stabbed on his wedding day?
Yeah, and then he was like, yeah, whatever. It's all good. Let's
I mean,
go.
Jason Momoa would make a great Klingon.
Honestly, he would.
This is true.
I want him to play Lobo so fucking bad. I really do.
Holy shit, he would be a perfect Lobo.
He wants to play Lobo. And all James Gunn has said is that he will play a different character. That's all he said. So, like, 90% of the fan base is like, please let it be Lobo. He would be so fucking good at that role.
All right. Our next catastrophe.
Which, if you don't know Lobo, he's a basically space Punisher.
Make sure you tickle the prostate.
Here is one that is related to everything that we are on here for tonight and what we just came from. What is a voice you can do that you would love to work into a project at some point?
Oh, holy shit, look at that.
I got to use my Gollum on Valmont.
You did! That was great!
Like, and it was funny because I remember during the table read, a few people were basically like, oh, drink your water, make sure you. I'm like, I've been doing this voice for literally 20 years. It doesn't hurt anymore.
Adele?
Well, I'd say there's I guess two for that. Because the character I'm playing of Samantha, first of all, I will say is in some way a tribute to a D&D character that I had, who went out with an epic death saving her friends. But she was also kind of had that Southern Belle drawl, and I was like, I kind of I wanted to be able to incorporate that into a character. So I threw it onto her, and John was like, yes, do that.
Nice.
And then, like what you just said, how you got to use your Gollum voice, I got to use a voice that I rarely get to use ever, playing one of the other Demon Kings there. It was fantastic.
Very nice.
That scene was so much fun.
I love that scene.
So fun. Oh my
can't
god.
wait for How about you, Chris?
I have not really learned to do much in the way of voices, so I want to learn so that this way I can bring those qualities into other one-time or small background characters in Valmont.
Very good. All right, Jackie.
Oh, and now for me to cause chaos. The Lockheed SR-71 Blackbird, an advanced long-range strategic reconnaissance aircraft capable of Mach 3 and an altitude of 85,000 feet.
Oh my god! Fuck! I don't remember what Integra said back to that. Like, wait, how do you know that?
You sure do seem to know a lot about it. Do you even read my Christmas list?
It took me a second to remember what that was from. But yeah, so for those of y'all who don't know this is one thing me and Jackie do as banter. We like just fucking quoting Helsing Abridged to each other. Second verse, same as the first. Put me on a plan so I can put them in a hearse.
And I still say we need to
You
just
do that really good.
we seriously need to just take one episode or one scene from one episode and just completely play it up with those fucking voices.
That's hilarious, you guys.
Actually, it was funny because I think that was one of the clips that I did for the Patreon. Is I recorded some of my lines from Chuckles as fucking Alexander Anderson. I know I also did.
God, dude.
I also did one as Peter.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
and that one I completely went off script, like, and then I just kind of leaned away from the mic. Hey, Lois, I got Valmont thinking I need him at 8:00. I told him I got a full schedule. Nah, we're just gonna go to the clam or tie one on. What a dumbass.
All right. And our last of the catastrophe.
Last ass.
Yeah. What is your favorite cheesy pickup line?
I have to think
Well,
about
I've
that
never had any used on me, so I don't have a favorite cheesy one. So
I haven't either.
I haven't had them used on me, and I certainly haven't used them. So it's like,
right? That's a little hard for me.
is that all
Yeah.
the time for you, darling?
I think you're the one more in danger of that.
No, I'm perfectly fine down there. However, right here, there's might be some issues, especially because let me look at that. You can see the tattoos right through it.
I know, it's fucking awesome.
So
slap.
I'm not. I cheated. I went ahead and looked one up. Now, to be fair, the one I remember off the top of my head is probably one of the worst fucking ones. Was like, oh, are you from Memphis? Because you're the only 10 I see. I hate that fucking one.
Oh,
But-
God, that.
But
Awful.
no, this one. Are you a freezer? Because I want to stick my meat in you.
Oh,
So I have one and never used it, but it's something that I've used on like apps and stuff like that. And it's be original, say yes. Everyone else says no.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful.
I think I've seen you use that one before.
Yeah. So
is that how you met your wife?
no, we actually met her at the I met her at the karaoke place that we usually go to. So
Oh, God, that would do it. I think next Saturday I'm definitely doing karaoke at the fucking Gaslight. That'll be fun. Oh,
Me and him used to go all the time. We haven't been in a while, but it's always fun. I do a variety of different things. I never know until 5 minutes before I go up what I'm gonna do. He has a tendency to do fucking like women's songs, so Lady Gaga, Britney, Whitney Houston, and it's a fucking great time.
I mean, it's just who would picture a 250-pound bald white guy going up and busting out like, I want to dance with somebody by Whitney Houston. Yeah. So
one reason I almost want to grow my hair back out, Pitt might remember this one, is I went out there. So my hair was longer. It was almost to my shoulders. And like I had it laid out. I didn't tie it up. And I'm sitting here doing fucking hey ya. And you know how Andre in the music video, how he's shaking his hair the whole time? I'm doing all of that. I almost want to grow it back out just for that. And to give y'all
That's
an
fantastic.
image, actually one of his wife's friends, she wanted me to do You're Welcome from Maui because that was my hair texture. And the fucking DJ didn't have it. He had shit from Mulan, but he didn't have that one.
How dare.
Right.
Yep. So that concludes the catastrophe.
I didn't get to say mine.
Oh yeah,
well,
yeah.
you didn't- I thought you didn't have one. I'm sorry.
Well, I cheated a little bit too. but I made sure it was one that I liked.
That's your pickup line? I cheated a little bit too, but I made sure it was one I liked.
What the fuck? No!
Actually, that would probably be a pretty good pickup line.
At least you're honest.
I don't like you.
Or someone else.
I get that all the time, so I'm.
Oh
okay.
my god, you, Jackie's, you, specifically you. I blame you.
Well, if you're gonna blame me so hard, put your lips against mine. Let's see how hard the blame can go.
Well, my pickup line was going to be, I envy the coffee cup that gets to kiss your lips every morning.
That's not
Nice.
bad. It was a lot more wholesome than mine.
It's cheesy.
Darling,
Okay, I've never used a pickup line or had one used on me, but this one was my cousin's. Hi, I'm drunk. I'm Mike. Can I wear your glasses? Stupidest line ever, but it can't be stupid because he wound up married to her.
damn.
Well, then it's a tried and true line then.
There we go.
It worked. So, I mean,
So, listening audience, you now have a pickup line that is 100% foolproof.
it's
Apparently.
proven.
There you go,
well,
Jackie. You can try that one at the gaslight.
No, Nate, I've already got a wife. I'm mostly just there to cause chaos. Though I
No,
will say-
we just need to make sure that they are wearing glasses if you use it, because
I'm usually the one wearing glasses. I'm expecting it to be said about me at some point.
Honestly, when I go back into the house, I'm going to try mine on my wife. Just see how she reacts.
Please
Now
make
I
a
kinda-
TikTok of that. Like,
Shit, now
like
I
the
kinda
one
wanna-
chick who horrifies her husband with cheesy pickup lines.
I was going to say, I'm going to start doing that to my partner now.
Hey, Adele, can I treat you like my pillow and give you head every night?
I mean, can't say I would disagree with that, so.
Okay,
Come
we
on
got another
over.
one that works.
Oh, please. That was already going to happen.
All right, so that concludes the cat's astrophy. So thank you for playing with us. We really enjoyed it. And yes, Jackie, I can hear you snickering in the back of your head for your word choices. So before we conclude, I want to go over Valmont a little bit more. Is there anything that you would like to tell us about what might be upcoming in Valmont, Jackie? Because you're the one who has the magic keys to the door, and I don't want to say anything that I cannot say at this point in time.
I have to be good. I probably know things y'all except for Jackie probably don't know, so I have to be careful.
Realistically, there are a few people who know everything that's going to be happening, but they're either editors, they have roles that require them to know it, or like in the case of Adele, kind of got told about it because, hey, I wanted to, but like, oh God.
Well, no, also because of my character, I know a lot of stuff that's happening in the background. So
Oh yeah, but like this season is going to be hellacious. The epilogue scene for episode 12 is going to have everybody shocked, but I ain't saying shit on that one. Season 2 is only going to get better when we get a real firsthand look at Lilith and who she is. Because it's, people will find out with the episode 5 table read, and especially once it comes out, we're going to have Lilith in the show, but who she is, the role that she plays, everything she's going to be doing, it is going to be something entirely insane. But that long before we get there,
I'm excited.
We've got the Wolves Den and all of the werefolk in there. Werecats, werewolves, werefoxes. We've got all of them in there. That's just going to be such a crazy and enjoyable experience for everybody. We have the plot dealing with vampires, dealing with conspiracies behind the scenes between a couple of different characters working together to try to overthrow things. Like everybody has heard now in the first episode, you can hear Kane and the senator conspiring. You don't really understand until later exactly how deep it goes and exactly how bad it gets. It's going to be a fucking ride, and I hope everyone joins us for it because, by the time episode 12 drops, Halloween of next year, man.
I'll say that season 1 does seem like it's going to be a bit of a slow burn up until the season finale, and I think things are going to. I will say I think things are going to get a lot more exciting.
About the last 3 episodes are really where it starts to speed up
true,
the most.
yeah.
But before that, it's very much laying the groundwork. You got to lay the groundwork. You got to set
Absolutely.
up the
That's a lot of
characters.
what season 1 is, yeah.
Yeah, but then after that, like y'all have seen, if you've seen some of the season 2 script, it starts to be a wild ride. Sinfully
Can't
so.
talk about that yet.
I can talk about it.
Real quick though, I do want to mention, so because we talked about the Wolf's Den, so I just want to show off some of the artwork that actually Jackie had done here. So let me just go ahead. This is on the Carolina Storytellers website. This is some of his actual merchandise. And so these are just, if I was to say if it'll fucking load. So this over here, this is actually artwork done by Jackie. This is fucking fantastic.
I
By the way,
absolutely love that shirt.
Let me see
Yeah.
if I can actually find the original. Where the fuck did I put that book?
and
Done.
I will.
Hale?
I'll go ahead and drop this in the description for this. If anybody's listening to the audio of this when it posts, you're just gonna have to look it up.
Sorry, y'all.
And of course, this over here is
that is
supposed to be
like-
Valmont himself.
Which, if anybody wants the original drawing I did to frame and put up on their wall, I am more than willing to sell it. Be an easy $25.
All right, well, hey, there you go, then.
Yep. All right,
Collector's
Chris.
item right there.
Chris, is there any socials people can follow you on, check you out at, keep in touch with you, anything like that?
I'm on several socials. Every one of them, I'm Smartass Mommy.
All right, Adele.
I haven't really started to really broadcast myself quite yet, but I am on TikTok as Adele Valentine as well.
All right, wonderful. I actually follow you, so I feel special.
I'll
And-
make sure to go.
And I know we brought Jackie several times in here, but Jackie, if you want to give everybody in the listening audience and whatnot viewing, so
Well, realistically, if you want to find me, the easiest it's going to be at Vampire Queen Studio, TikTok, YouTube, maybe another couple of places. But honestly, that's the biggest ones you're going to need to see for the stuff I put out, especially to see the Valmont stuff, which I've got a full playlist of all of our stuff for Valmont, the Black Raven Chronicles on YouTube. It's now 11 videos. It's trailers, promotional materials, including me, Mr. Hart. Oh, Mr. Hart, there we go. Got it the right way. It's all of that stuff in one nice, easy playlist for you to go to and just watch through and enjoy everything. And especially once you see all that promotional material, then being able to just watch the episodes in order.
All right, excellent. Well, Eli and I both would like to thank you for being here. It's very special of you guys to show up,
Thank you
and
for having
we do enjoy your time and working with you and everything. So, for everybody out there listening, you can email us at menbehindcurtain@gmail.com. Eli is going to put all the descriptions in there, TikToks and everything and whatnot. So, anything you have, Eli?
No, it's nothing that I haven't already said 100 times over. Just again, as always, thanks for watching, listening, whatever platform that you guys are using. We appreciate it. Again, we do appreciate our guests, and honestly, doors always open to any of you. So if you ever want to come along, so this is a more abbreviated episode, but if you've ever watched any of our other ones, we'll get off topic and we might talk about Marvel, we might talk about politics and everything in between. So doors always open. We just have to make sure that it's at least postable on YouTube. That's all.
That's fair.
Go on.
This has been a lot of fun.
All right. Well, thank you. All right, everybody. Valmont Black Raven Chronicles episode 1 dropped today. You can check it out on all of your streaming platforms. So give it a listen. I'm pretty sure you'll love it. Anyway, take care. And we'll see you in a week.
Have a good one.
Take
And
care.
remember, everybody,
Bye.
don't let the vampires bite.